Hi, it's Josh Pyke here, and welcome to another edition of Average Guitar Tutorials with your host and mine, Josh Pyke, playing only Josh Pyke songs. Today you might notice a significant improvement in the lighting. It's because I went to Paddy's Markets, guys, and I got myself one of these. It's a glamour light. Check out the difference it makes. Is it on? Off. Terrible. So bad. On? So glamorous. Off. So today I've taken another suggestion from the interwebs, the World Wide Web, the WWW, and it's a song called Vibrations in Air. And this is another one with a bit of tricky tuning. Hang on, I just have to go find my guitar pick, which I can't see. I use the Dunlop. Actually, picks, that's something to talk about. I used to use 73s. Oh, I just dropped it. Now I can't see it anyway. Just bear with me. Okay, I'm back. So, picks. I used to use the Dunlop 73s. They're quite bendable, malleable. Now I use the 88s. A bit firmer. I find they give a more rhythmic strum, especially when I do my looping stuff and I want to get that real. I find the 88s give a bit more, bit less flexibility. Okay, so vibrations in air. Now this is another one in kind of tricky tuning. This is drop D, D, A, D, G, B, E, but I tune the high E down to D. Now I'm looking at a tuner here. You can use a tuner. Lots of free ones online if you don't have a good one. And I tune the B down to B flat. Right, so it's like this. It's kind of like a G minor, actually. So again, this is going to be a bit of a tricky one. I'm not great with the names of notes and stuff like that, so I'll just mostly just show you how to do it. Okay, so the initial chord progression, I'll just play it and then I'll explain it. So it goes like this. So you're letting those open chords ring, and then okay, so what that is, firsty on the 10th fret on the A string, 30 on the 12th fret on the D string, okay? And then you're playing all the notes except for the low D. Slide it down 2 frets, and you leave the first finger on the A string, but you move your third finger down to the G string on the 10th fret. Okay, so those are the first 2 moves. Now, this is I guess it's a C minor, right? But I play it up here. So you're barring the top 3 strings, so the D, A, and D, with your third finger, 30. Then your second finger, or Rudy, as we've come to know him, Rudy, is on the 9th fret on the B string. Firsty is on the 8th fret on the G string. And you leave the high E string open, which would be the D. Okay, so again, it's barring, set Rudy on the 9th fret on the B string, and firsty on the 8th fret on the G string. Bloody hell. Doing my head in. To be honest, I just made these chords up. I literally tuned the guitar that way one day just for fun, and then I was just mucking around and I found these chords. Right, so that's how you do the minor version of a bar chord with this particular tuning. Then you slide it down 2 frets. You take Rudy up to bar these top 3, and then firsty is on the G string, the G string. Transition. So that first bit is like this. And then there's this minor chord. Right, then you slide it all the way up to the 13th fret. So same chord. Back to this one, the C minor, I guess it is. And then back to the second chord of the whole thing. Oh no, it's not. I just got to remember that chord. Now this chord is, it's your first finger on the A string on the 9th fret. I mean 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Yeah, 9th fret, right? So you're getting this harmony. It's going to be a D, right? But you're getting this harmony, and then it's your 3rd finger on the 11th fret on the G string, and your 4th finger on the 11th fret on the B string. And you can do this. Okay? So the next bit is the regret is like a filter bit. The bit that goes, regret is like a filter that comes, etc. And once put on becomes a feature of your current works. So there's only one chord in there that you haven't covered so far. So it starts on the 13th fret, the one that was in the verse. And then it's like it's a G minor, right? But what it is, I'll play like that. But it is just a G minor. But the way you play it is it's the first finger on the 10th fret on the A string, the 3rd finger on the 12th fret on the D string, and we skip the G string, and it's Rudy on the 11th fret on the B string. And then with your pinky you can just go up 1 fret. Okay, so it's like this. Regret is like a filter that covers all your endeavors. And then it's just these chords, right? And once put on becomes, and then you go down, a feature of your current works, back up to the 13th fret. Okay, so it's once put on becomes a feature of your current works. Alright, so the next bit is the chorus, and it's using all these major minor variations of this bar chord in this particular tuning, which is D, A, D, G, B flat, D. D, A, D, G, B flat, D. G, B flat, D. And it makes... Okay, so let's go through that chorus 1 chord at a time. So, C minor, G minor, F, E flat, B flat, G minor, F. That's the better way to say it. So you can play it in normal chords if you want, but it doesn't sound the same. What I feel is that all of these things I own never be. Come more than vibrations in there. What I feel Is that all of these things I hold dear never be, come more than vibrations in air. Vibrations in air. That's that little turnaround. Now, for the second verse, when I'm playing it, particularly solo, I move down from playing all these chords up here, and I go down here. So it's and nothing hurts, and nothing, and voices in the air, they echo in my head like radio. So that's G minor to F. Scratchy frequencies and C minor, static in between words, B flat. They're all on the window. Now you can either go up to the 13th fret again, or you can go, they're all on the window, to get that low thing. But I bet I never told you, C flat, I missed you when you were gone. And then you go back to that, this alternate chord. Now for the regret is like a filter bit in the second time. Instead of going up here, regret is like a filter, I go down here. So it's E flat. Regret is like a filter, G minor, that colors all of your endeavors, G minor. And once put on becomes a feature of your current work. So it's C minor, B flat, E flat, but up on the 13th fret, and then this bit, it just changes slightly. It ascends instead of descends, so it goes, you gotta change your focus, turn your eye to something else. Then back to the chorus. Okay, so the last chorus is the same as the other ones, but on the third pass, you change it. There's a slight variation. So it goes, what I feel is that all of these things I hold in never be, no more than vibrations in there. That's one. What I feel is that all of these things I hold in never be, no more than vibrations in air. But on the third time, you go down to the E flat instead of up to the C sharp. I mean the C minor. And what I feel, it's the bit where you can really impress people with your lung capacity. Okay, so it's what I feel. Is that all of these things I hold dear never be, no more than vibrations in air. And then you just run through the chord progression of the verse. Vibrations in air. Vibrations in air. And then you end on that very baroque piece. You can impress your friends and go, actually, don't do that. It's not impressive. It's not impressive at all. Here's the serve.